Hey, hello. Hello, Hugo. Thank you for coming in again. Appreciate you, hon. Yep, just hanging out, checking out different hours. See how many people we can get up in here, hang out with us. And no particular anything set for the conversation. Hi, Izzy. Thank you for coming in, Izzy. Um, we were talking on Leon's about my issues with fleas. Oh my gosh, lots of information, lots of ideas there to help me get rid of them. And the kitties are so tiny that they can't be treated. Called around to veterinarians, and what they told me is they have to, they have a particular medicine at the vet that they can do the treatment, but the kittens have to be 6 weeks old. Now, the kittens that I've got are between 4 and 5 weeks old right now. So, um, as far as doing like the drops on the back of their neck, they have to be 12 weeks old for that. And they got to be 12 weeks old for a flea bath. What I've been doing is bathing them in the sink with warm water and Dawn dish soap, and it tends to help for maybe 2 or 3 days, and then they're right back. The poor little things are suffering and itching and going crazy. But because I've had them in the house for at least 2 weeks, my dogs are now just going nuts, and we have treated them, but they're still going crazy, chewing themselves to death and scratching. Now, somebody said use apple cider vinegar to spray the kittens down. You know, as long as it won't hurt those poor little things, I'm more than willing to try anything. But I do want to make sure of what I'm doing because I've never done it before. Um, I've been going through quite a bit here lately with finding out about the brain disease that I have, that it's not curable, it's progressive. I don't know how progressive or how long it's going to take for me to be all messed up. Um, Also, I have to go to a cardiologist because they found, let me read, I wrote it as they were telling me. They said that the echocardiogram shows a possible, just a possible, um, abnormal connection between my left and right arteria of my heart. So I have to get more, go to another cardiologist and get more tests to see about that one. And says there's only one in the house. Well, shucks, man. I was hoping it would be doing better. Uh, Now there's two in the house. So thank you to the person that's here. I appreciate you for being here. And hopefully we'll be able to get somebody to come up here and hang out with me. I want to pin the link. Let me see. Invite, copy. I didn't remember to do anything with this as far as setting up the chat to show later. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I can do it while I'm live, but we're going to go check this out real quick and see if I can manipulate it while I'm live. Be curious to find out. Here we are. Uh, let's see, can I do it? Live chat replay, it's checked. Live chat is checked. Subscribers is checked for 20 minutes. Um, and so, okay, save it. Hopefully that will be work. Uh, yeah, and I lost my mom last month, September 28th. Actually, my mom passed away. So I was going through that. And then these little kitties came into our lives. The mama, feral mama cat, had abandoned them. And they came through our chain link fence when my husband was edging and mowing the yard and started running towards him. And they were so tiny at the time that I was bottle feeding them. And I bottle fed them until they started chewing the nipples in half. And then we started them on wet cat food. And now they're eating the hard food for kittens. So they're doing okay. It's just that they're so extremely infested with these fleas that I feel so bad for them. Um, I want to help them and I want to help us because it's like I said, now our dogs are chewing up. My old 18-year-old Tico, he's making himself bald in spots and his hair is falling out. And when I called this morning, I started calling vets to find out what information I could find out what I could do. And they said I needed to bug bomb my house and leave my house for 2 days, which isn't really feasible for me to do. And plus, where would I go? I don't want to take these kittens anywhere where, they're going to infest somebody else's home. Can't take them to a hotel room, same reason. Don't want to infest the hotel. It's too cold to go camping, so not really a good time for this to be happening. Hello, Shadow. Hello, Joe Bay. Thank you guys for coming in. I pinned the link right up there at the top. If anybody'd like to come in and hang out with me up here, we can talk about anything. Yeah, like I was saying on Leon's channel, it's not me that makes this channel a flop or a success. It's it really isn't. It's you guys. And without you guys, I'm not going to make it. And this is pretty obvious. I am getting really a lot of friends to my channel. Not an issue there. The issue is I'm not getting my hours. Nobody's watching. And so I'm losing my hours. I was over 2,500 and something. And then the reset time happened, I guess. And I went to 2008. Well, within days of that, I went down to the last time I checked, I was at 1,993. Let's see what it says today on my watch hours. Let me go. Money sign. Come on. Oh, my mouse don't always want to work. Uh, okay. I've lost another watch hour, so I'm now at 1,992 public watch hours in the last 365 days. So I'm slowly losing my hours, and I'm getting to a point where, really, honestly, I really don't care if I monetize or not. I really don't care. But I it makes me extremely happy when I see people in here that enjoy it here. And I know I'm not the most greatest channel. I mean, I even had people say I'm kind of boring. But I'm live. Um, let's see. Hi, Anthony. Thank you for coming back in on. Uh, yeah, that is a problem, but you are correct about it. About. Okay, I'm live. My husband just came home. He went on a bike ride and went shopping a little bit. And oh, thank you, Shadow. I so appreciate it. But yeah. So a lot going on with me right now, and I'm going to be doing random pop up lives, just testing the waters to find out when's a good time that everybody will possibly start coming in. And oh, about the watch hours, yes. Um, it's obvious that nobody's watching. Um, even though I am growing, sorry about this. Hold on. Let's see. Stream. Hello, Gary. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Let me make sure I don't have this echo. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound awesome.
I don't feel awesome, but I know I don't look awesome. But if I sound awesome,
You
that's
sound awesome.
1 out of 3, right?
Yep.
Uh, so I saw you on that other live, and I just popped in there for a minute or two, and it looked like there was some technical difficulty. So I'm not going to lie, I didn't hang out too long, but
Yeah, I
I'm
don't know what's going on with that. I will find out if it's going to happen while I'm here. But while I was on his, like 3, 4 times, it pulled me right out of his channel, and it took me to the StreamYard where you set up to go live. It kept taking me there.
hmm,
So I've never had that happen before, so I don't know what's going on with that.
I heard somebody else say that another channel got like
KK, Kathy's
zapped at the
corner.
same time, at the exact same time. It wasn't like it was in
Yeah,
different intervals. So that I feel bad for you, but yeah.
yeah, it was Kathy. Music. I forget the numbers. She got a bunch of numbers. Music something behind her. But yeah, she dropped exactly at the same time from his channel.
Okay.
Now, like I said, I don't know what. I've never had it happen, so I have no clue
Okay.
what's going on with that. But hopefully, it won't happen here.
I just wanted to pop in and say hi to you. It's been a long time. I haven't chatted. Like, you know, my my life, my schedules was I was getting up really early, and I know you're on the other coast, and you
Yeah,
do a lot of your videos late. So it's not like I was ignoring you. It just wasn't conducive to my work schedule. But anyway, just popping in to say hi and
I
just
just watched one of your videos this morning. It was you was at a truck stop and
yeah,
or
yeah,
a rest area or somewhere.
yeah.
You
Those
were
aren't great, but I just kind of
was that
documenting.
was that an old video or is that a recent video? Because you
Well,
were
that's
talking about living in your van or your truck.
oh, that's very recent, unfortunately. But it's very recent. That was a couple days ago. Did you watch the one with where I was holding the pine cone? I think you did, right?
Yeah, I watch all of them, even though
Yeah.
I don't really say much.
That
I'm always watching.
yeah. So that was today's the 20th, October 20th. I did that on the 18th. And listen to this. This is crazy. You're going to think I'm like weird, but I watch a lot of my, replays of my videos at times. And then I realized like, man, I can't believe I said it. Why did I say that? Like there are certain things I don't understand what I said and why I said it. When
Mhm.
I was doing that video where I was holding that pine cone and talking, basically in reference to Pinecone Fest and stuff like that, I realized like I'm telling the people, I'm looking into the camera. Mind you, I was been very stressed out here with travels and lack of sleep, and so maybe that was it, and I'm overthinking it. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I remember talking into the camera saying, Today's August 18th, and and then when I watched the replay, I'm like, August 18th. Where the hell did I? When it was October 18th, and I just like, so like, I just did another video. It's been on my mind for a while, but I kind of wonder if I have early signs of dementia. Like I just see
That's
stuff like that recurring, and that scares the daylights out of me. And like sometimes it just some of the stuff that comes out of my mouth does not. It's not what I meant to say, but it's what I'm saying. And then I guess the value of this message, not that there's a value of this message, but a lot of people don't get to rewatch. A lot of normal people that aren't on YouTube don't get to go back and hear themselves again. That's the value of YouTube, so to speak. And by me watching some of my videos, like these are some signs that like, okay, I may be in trouble in the future because it's happened more than I would like, and when that happened a couple days ago, could have been stress and travel related. It was definitely like terrible conditions I was living in. I don't know. What say you? Do you have any thoughts on that? Or
I agree. I think it's lack of sleep. It's stress of living in your truck or whatever, and think you had a lot on your mind. You were thinking about the apartment. You were talking about the apartment, Walmart, and all the areas around there, and how it'd be nice to be in that area. So I actually think that that it'll be okay. That it's exactly what you're saying, that it was lack of sleep, it was stress of the situation, and I think you did just fine anyway, but that's just my opinion. You know, you're you're a lot better than me. At least you can come up with things to think about, to talk about. I am totally blank. When I come up here, my brain is just completely blank. And that's why I say it's not me it's going to make this channel succeed or fail, because I'm not what keeping this channel going. It is who comes in, like yourself, coming up and talking about what you're going through in your life and stuff like that. And I've got to work on myself, because I notice, because of my lack of being able to focus and concentrate and keep track of the conversations, I tend to cut people off, because I have something, they like, you say something and then I want to respond. But if I don't respond to what you just said, by the time you finish saying it, I tend to forget what it was I wanted to respond to.
I'm exactly the same way, and I'm not going to lie to you. I've done that, and like just like as you're talking right now, I almost did the same thing to you, because that is so prevalent, and I know, like, I need to respond now because I'm going to forget, or and it's crazy. It's just crazy. But I know exactly what you're talking about. You want to respond as quickly as possible, just to get your thought across. Whether it's positive or negative, what have you. But yeah,
Right.
I'm guilty of that too. And I've always, and a lot of times when I'm in a conversation with people, I'll start to do, and then I pull back, and they're like, no, like, no, go ahead, and like, then I have to apologize. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead and finish. Because sometimes I do interrupt and do that, like exactly what you were saying. So I can't believe how similar we are. I thought it was just a me thing.
No, but with this disease, I guess, that they found in my brain, it's going to get worse. It's not going to get better with me. And so I want everybody who honestly enjoys me and loves me, or whatever, my friends that are here, to understand it's not my fault. It's not something I can control. It's the onset, and thank you for the word, because I wrote it down now in my book. I was having a difficulty. I always tend to think Alzheimer's, but it's not Alzheimer's, it's dementia. But it is so similar that it can bring this disease can bring on Alzheimer's, dementia. It causes your speech. You have to concentrate and think real hard about your speech because your speech will start to slur. Your concentration gets really bad. Your memory gets atrocious. Go ahead.
I just kind of curious. Like, I saw you had mentioned something about that recently. I did not like see like
Well, it's
have you told?
called
Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm sorry. I
it's
did it again.
called widespread chronic microvascular ischemic disease,
Hmm.
and they found it on the MRI, and it has something to do with the white matter in your brain and this small blood. Uh, I got an appointment to talk to my doctor about all of this on the 27th.
Hmm.
Hopefully, he'll be able to give me some kind of paperwork information, and I'll be able to inform people a little better. Right now, I all that I do know is what I searched out when they told me they found this. For 3 days, I was on the internet searching it out, and it
Hmm.
terrified me. I mean, what I was seeing was
Hmm.
literally scaring me to death
Okay.
because they were giving a life expectancy for people with severe cases 9.2 years. People with minor cases, they said, can live decades. But um, because they're telling me mine is widespread and chronic, I'm assuming that's not good. And so everybody, even the doctor and the nurse and everybody was like, stop going on the internet. Stop. You're just going to scare yourself. So I stopped because it's very frightening what the internet information gives you on it.
Hmm.
Thank
I,
you, Sandy.
I'm on the StreamYard, so I haven't replied to any comments. I honestly, when I'm on a live with other people, I really don't uh, read a lot of the comments, or because I don't have it up. So if anybody's reached out to me or commented about me or about us or discussion, I apologize. I'm not deliberately ignoring you. I just wanted to make sure we didn't have an echo or whatever. And I feel bad. I mean, I almost want to ask you more questions, but I feel it's like too personal to ask you questions. So
You're fine. Go ahead and ask me questions. I
what
don't hide anything.
what are so you kind of talked a little bit about it. I may have missed it, but you're what are they saying? You're saying something about the white blood cells. Did I hear you correctly in the brain or doing something?
Right. Yeah,
And
it's right here. It's the small blood vessels, and it has also something to do with white matter in your brain, the white matter or something
mhm.
like that. Like I said, I really don't know a whole lot about it until I go talk to the doctor on the 27th, and then I'll see if he can maybe give me actual paperwork or something, and then I'll be able to give more realistic what I find out from him,
Okay, okay,
what's going on.
okay. Well,
But right now, I just know what I've read on the internet, and so
how did you find out about the? I mean, like, how did this come about that you found out about this diagnosis?
well, I keep having I for years now I've been going through severe dizziness,
Okay.
and the walls jumping out and hitting me, and feeling extremely tired. And then I lost a lot of weight in a short period of time, and so sent me to the hospital to have all these different um, tests, uh, like X-rays and MRI. So in the MRI is how they found that out, and then when they did it's like a you know, the thing they use to hear a baby's heartbeat, kind of a thing.
The
And they did
stethoscope.
that over my heart,
Okay.
and they said that there's a possible abnormality in that. So they want me to go do more tests so that they know for sure.
Okay. So I said stethoscope. And when after I listened to your comment a little bit more, you're talking about the sonogram type thing or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. Um, wow. That's
And I'm only 57 years old. So it really blew me away. It's like, I thought this was and it even said it in the paperwork that this is an old person disease usually, that it usually hits older people. And I've been going through a lot of these symptoms for years already. And I didn't know why I was being so forgetful and um, having issues with the conversations and stuff like that. And I was having pain shooting across my chest and down both arms and getting a funny sensation on one side of my face. So I thought I was having mini strokes, um,
I've
which
been
is
down.
also another symptom of this disease that you can have the symptoms of a mini stroke without actually be having the mini strokes. Just you'll think you're having a mini stroke from this disease.
I've had that occurring for years now, and I don't like it. Knock wood.
It's very
I
risky.
haven't had. I did have one minor incident recently, but basically what happens to me is I don't know if this is similar to you. I don't know. I don't know what other people experience, but um, I remember about 3 years ago, could have been a little bit longer. It was Thanksgiving. I was working at a bait and tackle shop in Bonita Springs, and I was working by myself and just watching football because there's really nothing else to do, and it was just kind of like a thing that they did just for their reputation, not to make money, but and all of a sudden my vision went black, and I could feel it coming on gradually, and I realized like, oh my, I'm like I could tell. I could barely see through my eyes. And at that point, I'm thinking like, okay, I'm probably having a stroke, but I'm I wasn't sure what to do because I've never experienced that before. So what I did was I kind of waited for a little bit, and then I realized like it wasn't going away. So I knew the contour of the bait shop where the counters were, and I walked. I was able to feel my way to the front door, and it, the front of the bait shop was right near like a major like busy roadway. So I figured, well, if I'm going to die, let me die out here where somebody can see me, and or if not that I'm going to die, but if I have an episode that gets worse than what I was experiencing, maybe somebody could see me and save me.
Well,
And
you know what? You might whenever you go to your doctor, ask them about having an MRI. Ask them about this disease because that's the only way they're going to find it is if they do an MRI with the dye thing. So that because it lights up, it makes lit up white spots on your brain, and that's how they find it. So you might have them go do an MRI. And like I said, the disease is called microvascular ischemic, ISCHEMIC disease. And have them check you for that.
I don't have any health care right now, so I'm not going to any doctors anytime soon because my 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 financial my problems in life are financial, so I'm not incurring any more debt or any more like
Right. So
my
where are
money.
you at now? I thought you were living in your car or something.
I'm in transition right now. Yes.
Are you staying with a friend or your family?
I'm in my mom's house currently today, but I'll be vacating in the next 2 or 3 days and uh, going to the Panhandle of Florida and hoping for the best. I don't have high expectations for my long-term survival,
Oh, hon.
but
Well,
I
I'll be praying for you.
I'm gonna I'm that's always appreciated, but I'm not real spiritual, so I'm living in the real world now,
That's
and
okay. I am.
so I when I went up there last few days ago, and my first night, I couldn't even sleep in the back of the van because it was fully loaded, and I was going up there and hoping to get a storage unit, and I had to sleep in the. I have two bucket seats in the front van. I put a cooler between it to make it somewhat level. And the first night in the middle of October, it was 43 degrees
Oh,
in
gosh.
Pensacola, Florida. A lot of people think just because you say Florida, attach it, that it doesn't get cold, but in the northern part of Florida, it does get cold. And they're going to have some spells in the low 30s to mid to upper 20s over the winter. I'm not looking forward to that. And
Do you
um,
have bedding? You have
I'm
plenty of
waiting on
bedding?
a cot to arrive from Amazon. That was
No, I mean like blankets and stuff.
I just bought like a little cheap twin set, and I've got some of that stuff, and but I'm waiting on this cot to arrive. It was supposed to arrive today. I got notifications coming tomorrow. I'm hoping it fits over the wheel well because that's a major obstacle to give me valuable space that I need. But the it I'm like I'm almost out of money, and there's a possibility I could get more money in the near future, but I have to rely on somebody else. So I've made some investments and tried to pay as much as I could towards my credit, at least for the next 30 days. And hopefully when I get up there, I can get a job. I'm not really, I'm not, housing is not really on the radar anytime soon. I just want to be able to get a job and be able to take a shower when I can. And it would be
Well,
really nice to have internet every time to time, but
do you have shelters in your area like Salvation Army and those kind of places?
well, I'm
Because
going
they'll
through it.
help you with vouchers. Sometimes they'll help you with vouchers, and at least that way you would be able to go to the Salvation Army store or whatever. The Goodwill is another one. They'll sometimes give you a voucher if you tell them, "Hey, I need blankets to stay warm."
I think
That
I'll be okay in that in the warmth department. I'm certain, I've I have somewhat of a game plan, but involves another person. So kind of like right now, I'm waiting on my next allowance, so to speak.
Mhm.
61 years old, I got to wait on my next allowance, and that's a sad story too. But um, if that doesn't come through, then I'm finished. I'm like done. And if that does come through, it's still going to be kind of slim. I'm just trying. I didn't mean to come on here
Well,
and take over your
you're
time.
fine. You're fine, and
But like what you're talking about with your diagnosis, kind of really has me worried because um, I I'm starting to realize like okay, I don't have people around me to tell me these things, but I have YouTube that I can watch my my replays of my videos, and I'm like, man, that's not normal. I could see people scrolling up time to time every once in a while. Now I'm starting to think like this is not normal.
yeah.
That's kind of like me. I could be totally wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong, and I'm just a babbling idiot, and not think that I have onset of dementia or something like you're talking about. Has me worried. Has me
Well,
worried.
I will be praying, even if you're not religious. I am, and I believe in the power of prayer. So I will definitely pray for you. And I have friends that I know are in the chat that if I ask if they would please say a prayer for Gary and that he will beat these problems, and God will guide him in the direction he needs to go and get the help he needs to get and the job he wants to get. So you know who you are. If you believe in the power of prayer, please say some prayers for Gary.
Thank you.
Um, I don't know, how do I find out if you gave me a shout out? I don't even know how to find that out. I mean, nothing popped up to say it that I got a shout out. How do I know if you did or didn't? And where? Yeah, we've got 5 people in the house. And Gary, I appreciate you coming up here with me. I
Yeah,
wish more
it's
people
been
would come up.
it's been a long time since you and I chatted, and just because I had literally had to get up at 4 a.m. Eastern time, and then you're
Yeah,
on the other coast, and you're up. Usually, you're doing a lot of your stuff late at night, so it wasn't
yeah.
like I was intentionally, ignoring you.
That
Just
that's why I'm doing these the pop up lives, is because I'm trying to test the waters and see when people will come. And also, I need my hours, really. I really need my hours. So
cool.
I'm going to be doing it random times, random days. The only day I won't be doing it will be on a Wednesday, because that day we have Mateo. That is the one day I babysit Mateo. So the rest of the week, uh, I'll be just testing the waters and doing it randomly.
Okay. Well, that sounds like good information. Do you know how to research your YouTube analytics? I've gotten a little bit better about that, and there's a you can go in there and it'll show you. You have to go deep. I forget how the process works. I I can find it. I just can't tell you how to do it exactly right now, but it'll tell you your optimal times where you got the most views during certain times of the day. And
I
even though
haven't
you're on the
figured that
West
out
Coast,
myself. I don't know how to figure all that out.
well, it's weird. It's really not that hard. It's just literally just point click. Just keep hitting some of the buttons on the analytics side. And do you have a minute? I'll try and find it real quick if you okay with me.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, let me go to my YouTube channel, and I'll just let you talk while I'm just trying to research this, and I'm trying to remember how to get to this, but I'll just take the wheel.
So, does anybody in this chat have cats and know a lot about them? Because I really want to be sure that dousing these little tiny 4 or 5 week old kittens with apple cider vinegar is not going to harm them. Hi, Jessica. Hi, sweetheart. I just saw your post earlier on Facebook, and I hope you're doing well. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just going through a lot, sweetheart. So, trying to work through everything. Jessica, I'm glad to see you in here. And everybody's saying hello to Jessica. Thank you. But yeah, it's we have 3 in a house. It says we only have 3 people here. That can't be right because Jessica here, my husband's here, Sandy's here, Shadow's here, Nate's here, and yet I'm seeing 3 up there by the eye when there's 5 in here that I know of. Now it says 2. That is too weird.
It Streamyard does that to you. I noticed that on my lives. It'll do that to you.
Even the Facebook site says there's 6, but StreamYard is saying, okay, now when I click back over here, it says 6 again. That's so weird. Oh, my husband said was showing 2 over there where he was too. Now it's showing 6. So,
I'm still trying to find this. This is driving me
here's
crazy.
Jessica, what she says here. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. Don't pour a lot on them. Then give them a bath only once a week with that. Okay, because the vet, when I talked to the vet today, they said to bathe them once to twice a week with warm water and Dawn dish soap, and that would help to at least alleviate how they're being tortured by them. But yeah, you're saying the apple cider vinegar will help and not hurt them. Nate, it's at 6 for okay. Now it's saying 7. Yeah, and anybody can drop their own links too. As you see on the scrolling thing, if you type listen, it will drop your links. Anybody that's here. Thank you, Sandy, for dropping everybody's link. You're such a love. Listen to the vet instead of random people on YouTube. If it's the fleas, the best is regular vinegar. Yeah. I just worry about it because they're so tiny, and I just don't want to do anything that's going to jeopardize their health any worse than, and when I was reading about it, which I always fall back to Google and everything, when I was reading about fleas, I didn't realize fleas can kill a cat. Fleas can actually kill your pet. I don't know how, but that's what it said, that fleas can actually kill your pet. The Dawn, there's vinegar in Dawn. I didn't know there was vinegar in Dawn. Lemon Joy. Yeah, I heard that too, that they don't like the scent of the lemons. And then somebody else was telling me a concoction to make with lemon juice, the vinegar, and something else, and I can't remember. Baking soda, I think. And to use that. See, and I just, like I said, I worry about, making these little babies sick. If I bathe them too much, it can dry their skin out. Stop using Google. It makes me terrified. Yes, it does. It scares the hell out of me, the things that they tell me. Straight vinegar will kill the fleas and not make them sick. Okay. I know I don't have any of the vinegars that people mention, but I do have light light vinegar. It's like clear. It looks like water, and it says something about being light. Yes, go ahead.
I, I'm still trying to research that, but I'm listening to your conversation. I know what I used to do. I don't know if this pertains to cats. I would imagine it would. Um, what you can do is you can pour like if you I don't know what type of cat food you're feeding them, if it's dry or wet, or if you feed them wet and you sprinkle like some garlic salt on there, or garlic powder, I guess I should say.
That's
And
poisonous
that,
for that, right?
what's that?
Garlic is poisonous to dogs and cats.
I never heard that. I never had a
Oh
dog.
yes. Uh,
I, I'm
uh,
not saying you're
it
wrong. I just
breaks down the
I
white blood cells.
hmm. I just thought that I was told that when they sweat that out through their skin, their coat,
No,
that it repels the fleas. I've never
Ziggy,
heard.
what does garlic salt do to dogs and cats?
I said salt. I meant
From
powder originally.
adodo.com. Garlic contains a high concentration of a compound called thiosulfate, which is extremely dangerous for cats and dogs.
Hmm, that's weird.
Ziggy, what does garlic do to dogs and cats?
From sydney.edu.au. Garlic, onions, chives and leeks all contain compounds which damage the red blood cells of cats and dogs, resulting in anemia, organ failure, or death.
Hmm.
Yeah. So onions, garlic, chives, those kind of things are poisonous,
That's
just
weird. I
like
never heard
chocolate.
that.
Chocolate is another poison because of something that's in the chocolate. It's poisonous. It causes seizures and everything. And I know that that's the truth because I never gave my dog Boo, who lived to be 18 years old, she never ever got chocolate. Then my mother came and stayed with me for a while and was giving my dog Boo chocolate chip cookies.
Hmm.
Shortly, not very long after that, my dog started having seizures. She would fall over and go completely stiff. Her legs would go over straight out. She'd get really super stiff and just fall and not move and just be like paralyzed.
Where I
And
used to live before, we had a black stray cat, really cool cat. She was so vocal, just a sweet little cat. She would come around 6 o'clock in the morning, and then sometimes like around. She would always definitely in the morning, and then in the evening, I feed her. Then the tenant on the other side of the house would feed her too, and but I remember this one time, and I felt so bad. I didn't know this, but I had cooked like a big ham and
uh-huh.
stuff like that. And I diced up some ham and put it in a bowl, and she ate it. And there's something in ham. I don't know if it's the salt or whatever, but she got like violently ill, and I felt really bad. And then I
Yeah.
I did some research, and I found out that you're not supposed to feed cats any type of ham or anything. And I didn't know that. I just thought I was just feeding her some type of meat, and she like puked all over my porch and stuff. I was like, oh, so.
Yeah, there's
um,
a lot of things. And if I have any kind of doubt on what my pets can have, I will ask the machines or try to Google it to find out. And I don't simply ask if it's okay for them. I, as you saw, I will ask, what does this particular thing do to my pets? So that I'm not only finding out that it's bad, I know how it's bad, what it's doing to them.
I'm probably going to have to get back to you on finding. I'm so ticked off at myself because I can't find the analytics I was looking for to tell you the peak times to research, and I know it's here in front of me. I just forget how to navigate to it. But
Yeah.
um, I'm probably just going to tap out and then do some more research so I don't clog up let somebody else pop up on your video or whatever.
Well,
But
nobody's popping up, and the link is pinned up there. And I wish they would. It's always fun when we got people to converse with. So if anybody would like to come up, you're more than welcome. Come on up. Talk about what your work was, Jessica or Sandy or anybody. I mean, we don't got to talk about fleas and all of that good stuff. We
please,
can talk about
we're a
anything.
bunch of flea bags. Yeah, that's what we are.
Can talk about anything. Just yeah, I wished Great Wolf and Matt would have came over too. They're pretty fun people to have. But yeah, I may be doing this randomly, just checking things out. William didn't come over here either. He didn't come back. William didn't. So anyway, I don't know what to talk about. I talked about what's going on with me, and we've talked about your situation, and if anybody can help Steve out in any way, even prayer. But if anybody knows
Is
a
Steve me?
suggestion or help to help him make it until he can get a job,
That's I'm Gary. Just to refresh your memory.
Gary, yes. I'm
It's
sorry. What did I call you?
Steve. It's okay. I'm like
Oh,
Scuba Steve. I'm gonna
yeah.
swim back.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. I confusion. I was thinking at the
It's
time
okay.
I'm saying you. I'm thinking about people who was on Leon's live, and
No, that's okay. It's all good. I trust me. I've got bigger
it's
problems.
not Steve. I'm sorry, Anthony. His name is Gary. It's right there underneath him. His name's Gary.
I answer
So,
to hey you or big dummy you or you dumbass or whatever. You can call me any of the above. It's okay. But
oh no,
all right,
it was my
I'm so
fault.
ticked off. I guarantee as soon as I click off from your channel, I'm gonna find these analytics, and I don't know why I'm not finding them right now, but this is driving me crazy because I've found it like 10 times in the past. It'll show you like a little a bar chart, like when you get your most viewers on based on your content and your optimal times to uh, broadcast and stuff like that. And it would even show you from your coast versus my coast, and I just forget how to get there. I could probably just Google it and save myself a whole lot of time, but no, I think I can handle it on my own, and obviously I can't.
Yeah, no, we'll figure it out. We've got plenty of time, and like I said, I'm going to be doing this at random times. So maybe the next random time you can come up and you'll have it remembered where how to do it
All
at
right.
that. But
Well, I'm going to have to tap out. I have to tinkle, and I'm going to try and find something to eat here. But I
well,
appreciate seeing you
thank
again, and I wish you the best in your YouTube journey, and obviously in your health as well.
well, thank you, and biggest help that anybody can do is you don't have to listen. I know I'm not the most exciting person, but if you can turn the button down just so that you don't have to hear me and run my playlist, that would be awesome because my hours are falling and I really need my hours to go up.
Where are you currently standing with your watch hours?
I just checked it. I was at 1,992. So,
And your subscriber count, you're over 1,000, right?
oh, I'm over 2,000. Let
Yeah,
me see.
yeah.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me open my studio real quick. I am at 2,000. I've lost some. 2,469.
Okay. Well, that's
I
still
thought I was
that's
over 500, 2,500. So, yeah, I've
that's
lost.
still that's a good number there, and the rest is going to come. It just really the one thing I've been lacking with it's consistency. If people know that you're going to post at 3 p.m. Pacific Central Time, you're going to do this or whatever. Once you establish some consistency, I think the rest is going to fall into place, and
Right.
definitely the lives help. With that, and so
That's what I'm doing these random times and pop ups is so that I can find the best time to start doing it because 7 o'clock isn't working. It's way too late for so many people, especially people who are like, it's so like in Missouri and Maine and things like that. They're 2 to 3 hours. Arizona, Arkansas, they're like 2, 3 hours ahead of me. So
Mhm.
when I do it at 7, it's 9 or 10 o'clock their time, and people are going to bed. And so yeah, I need to find a good time when people and when I'm not walking on other people. That's the hardest thing I think it's going to be is finding a time when the awesome channels aren't running and everybody's running to their channels. So
Sandy's asking a question for me to drop my link. I'm currently not in the chat. I'm reading the chat. I'm just not. So if you just look at, the parentheses around after my name, Gary, my link is Jailbait and Tackle Outdoors. That's it on YouTube. So that's what it is. And if you want to
hold
go
on, I'll
watch,
go find him. Hold on, and I will drop your link for you. Let's see.
lately, like I'm not proud of the recent content. I mean, it's crazy how my life changed since Hurricane Ian. It's like my whole channel took a whole new direction that I never wanted it to go, but this is what it is. But a few weeks ago, I caught a nice 6-pound bass, which was outdoor related, and I don't know, just so that's that. Like I said, I'm going to tap out and let you guys carry on. I'll be definitely trying to watch you in the future. I appreciate your friendship, and like I've always told you, I love that flute music that reminds me of Billy Jack and the Rattlesnake Pit. And the first time you were playing that, I was like, it was like talk about a memory. It's like I just love that movie, and just by you doing that, it brought back good, happy. I love that movie, Billy Jack. So even though he was
Let's
getting bit
see.
by
I made
snake,
a new. Let me see. I made a new CD, or I didn't. My friend Alfonso, he made me some CDs. So let me. I'll share before you leave. Share screen.
you want me to pee my pants, don't you? I'm sitting here.
Now this one he named Echoes of the Canyon. Can you hear it?
I can hear it. I'll be right back.
Okay. Oops. Sorry. Hey, Nate.
Hello.
How are you, hon?
I'm good.
Now, how can I make us big and still have the music in the background? Do you know how to do that? So that the
Um,
screen isn't taken up with what I'm playing?
well, I didn't come in the back door, so I'm not logged in yet
Oh, uh,
on
let's
here.
see. Let me see if I can figure this out. How can I do it? Make us big and that small. No?
It's one of those.
There. Can you guys still hear the music?
I'm back.
Can you still hear the music?
I
Yes.
can.
Okay. So that worked. So the music's now playing in the background. And yet we can still sit up here and chit chat.
Yep.
Nate, Gary, Nate.
How are you?
Hello.
Let's see. Give it a little bit more volume. I don't know what that sound is that I'm hearing. It's like a rustling kind of a sound in there.
It's not coming from me. Was
Use
that from the
layers.
music? I
Use
heard it.
layers LT. I don't know what that is. What is layers? Oh, she said the music is a little too loud. Okay, let me turn it down. Is that better? Can you guys still hear it?
I can.
Can you still hear it, Gary?
I'm not sure what you're referring to be honest with you, because I just got back here, but
The music.
I hear the music. Yes.
That's me. That's my CD that my friend Alfonso made. It's called Echoes of the Canyon.
Yeah, I can hear the music fine. Yes.
Okay, Shadow, you have an awesome day, hon, and thank you for coming in. No, layers. I know what Little Turtle was. I don't know what you mean about use layers. Good night, Shadow. Hey, that's a good abbreviation. Shadow. SSS. Sounds like a snake. No, I didn't mean that.
Where are you from, Nate?
I'm from Maine.
Oh, okay. Have you ever heard of Troy, Maine, by chance? It's like I think
I
it's
probably have, but I don't remember.
okay. I
I haven't
traveled.
been to that many places in Maine. Just from where I live to Portland to kind of this side of the coast
Okay.
mainly.
Yeah, see, so this is what one of my friends that, like I said, when I'm trying to do it at 7 o'clock, he's wanting to go to sleep. So I need to
Hmm.
find,
And I'm usually is about to get ready to go to bed too.
so that's why I'm doing these random pop ups until I find a good time when people will actually stick around and, come in and
Well, it's really depends
interact.
on if I still am doing a full time job too, plus YouTube. It's like, what do I want to do more, YouTube or the
How many subscribers do you have, Nate?
100
Okay. Well,
and
what?
7? I've lost like 2 or 3.
Okay.
Well,
What?
you know why? It's because he keeps deleting everything and starting over. He needs to
No,
stop doing that.
I just changed the name back to this channel because this is kind of what everybody knows me as.
Is it
You're
travel
telling me
related?
you didn't delete all your videos.
I didn't delete that many. I
Uh,
deleted some, especially your favorite ones. I'm gonna bring them back, but I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it, or I might redo them. So my
well,
channel is gonna be traveling mainly,
mhm.
but I want to do random videos also, not just traveling.
Is that a play on words? Traveling mainly,
You
or is
too,
that
Shadow. God
No,
bless.
it's just basically the main focus would be camping, traveling, RV related stuff, and then
cool?
in the winter time, because I'm not traveling, would be like just the in the life videos and stuff like that.
Cool.
Maybe skits like I did on my other channel when I before I changed it back.
I love your intros. I wish I had that talent. I just don't know how to make. I mean, I do have the intro, but I didn't even make that one. The person that
Hmm.
made that for
Oh, by
me.
the way, did you do the intro?
Yeah, I did. This time I did.
I
But that
just
intro
wanted to
was
make sure I reminded you, even though it's an hour and 5 minutes later.
that one was made by a lady named Shirley, and her channel is just doing our best.
She's a great
She
lady.
made that for me
She's a great lady.
because I'm not talented like that.
Well, I have a Mac, and it's basically you just find clips you want to put in it, and it kind of puts itself together and put what words you want to say, and that's it.
I'm still waiting. An intro, an outro, either way, I don't care. Something that that people will say, "Oh wow, that was cool." Yeah, this one it's got you can hear the river in it.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on in the chat.
I had this going one night, and my husband says, "Your toilet's running." I said, "Thanks a lot."
That's funny.
Yeah. See, there it goes again. It says we got 3 in the house over there.
Well,
Yeah,
I did the pop out chat, so I can't really tell what's going on the
yeah.
screen.
Well, see, I have the StreamYard obviously open, and
Oh,
then I
jeez.
got the the
Oh,
YouTube, my live on the YouTube side on another tab, and then the pop
I
out
was trying
chat.
to get my phone off the bed, and I only got the end of the cord.
Uh,
I pulled the cord out of the
that's
phone.
not a very solid connection there.
No, this is the
Like a
other cord I was. No, I usually have them right at my pillow because I don't want to get up and shut the alarm off.
uh,
So it's right there by my head so I can hear it. I'm afraid if it's too far away, I won't actually hear. And then I have
yeah.
videos playing in the background sometimes. So my dreams, I don't know what my dreams are sometimes either. Depending on what I watch before bed, I end up dreaming about that, whatever I was watching.
I need to tap out. My mom is in a rehab facility. I need to call and check on her.
All right,
I have my
hon.
All right.
phone on airplane mode, so I probably need to check on her. But I
Well, I
appreciate.
appreciate you coming up and hanging out
Hmm.
with us.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You guys have a great night, and I'll
You
talk to you
too.
soon.
You
Appreciate it.
too.
Thanks.
Bye. Have a God bless and have a good one. Okay, I'm trying to figure out because I just got a. Where did that go? I got some kind of thing popped up said it wasn't running right or something in the YouTube side. That was weird. Now how do I find that again?
Okay. Oh yeah, it just says 2 people are watching.
I know. Well, I guess it's just you and Sandy then that are still here. Everybody else must have
I wonder if
left.
it should stay through. It should count when you have the pop out chat, right?
Nothing should have changed because I haven't.
Because
You
I'm on
need to
my phone too.
let me refresh. Now it says 3 on the YouTube side.
Oh, because it could be me twice for some reason. I should get 10 more devices and just come in and just be in the chat and watch. But chat with one phone.
Okay, it's at the bottom of my chat. It's saying at the can't post comment to some destinations. Facebook group, Facebook profile.
Yeah.
Follow these steps. Let's see if I can figure this out. Submit a request. When streaming to your profile, Facebook sets the privacy to friends only by default, even though StreamYard asks to make it public.
No.
If
Not.
you want
No.
viewer comments to show up on StreamYard, you'll need to make your stream public. This only applies to Facebook profiles, not pages and groups. How to make all your future streams public. To make all your future streams public so you can stream to your profile and see comments inside the StreamYard, go to the apps and websites page. Okay, they've already lost me. Go to the apps and website page. Where is that at? On Facebook, and click view and edit your StreamYard. If you can't see StreamYard listed, it may be under the Business Integrations tab. Okay, well, you done lost me. And then it's going down to even more stuff. StreamYard. I don't understand. Nope. I guess it's just not going to happen then. I can't get comments from my Facebook side.
Huh. Because I was having trouble with that too.
Yeah, it's telling me to jump through all these hoops, and that ain't gonna happen because they already locked me, and I don't know how to jump through the hoops. And as far as I know, I did set it for public. Let's see, edit. Face
What? Listen to you do.
cancel. Yeah, it's set on public. So it is on public. Okay. So I don't know why it's still saying can't post comments to some destinations. And read, it says read, but where the read is checked and post is got an X on it. So I don't know.
It sounds like something to do with maybe either you or Facebook is not letting you post
Yeah,
anything.
listen to you do that isn't very entertaining. Oh, sorry.
Please remember to push the thumbs up. Nightbot's always on the ball about that. Tomorrow I'm gonna have to set up my computer again with the microphone setup I have.
Yeah,
Oh, three's in the house.
yeah, yeah. This I might end it for now because everybody's dying down now,
hmm
and
And there's a lot of other people likes to go chit chat with people in other streams. So I just pop in and say hi, and then
yeah.
I quiet listen in the background, and then I say something. If
Don't
I try
quiet
to,
listen. You're not the quiet listener. You're the co-host. Don't ever do that. Come up. But yeah, I was trying to go over to the Facebook site to see what I could see, but I don't know. Anyway, so thank you everybody for coming. It says there's 5 in there now. We're just
Hmm.
gonna close it because nobody coming in, coming up, hanging out, and so without people
If I
doing
had this many devices, I would log right on. So you have 10.
that, yeah,
But I'm just
it
wondering
says
if it's
4
one
now.
account, you can't push the thumbs up on each device and it counts,
Okay,
or does that only count once?
thank you. And so, yeah, I think I'm gonna end it for now.
Hmm.
And I probably ain't gonna do my 7 o'clock because I'm doing it now. But we'll see. We'll find a good time. We'll find a good time. When I see that number, it kind of the highest that I've seen it. I'll know that's the day. So
Uh
until we find that day, there's not a set day anymore.
huh. Yep.
Once for each account that you have.
So I can't just go on my account and do it 10 times.
I gotta figure out what because I just went over to the Facebook side and my mother-in-law had made a comment and I didn't even see it until I went over
Hmm.
there. So yeah, I gotta figure that out so that I'll see the
It's
comment.
supposed, because I was having the same problem. He wanted me to do all these different things. It's like, no. So I decided
Well,
not to deal with it.
it just confuses me, but yet I do want to be able to interact. Like I said, that's my mother-in-law. I would have
Hmm.
loved to know she was watching and
Right.
been talking to her, but
I think you have to allow it or accept it or allow it or something. I don't really know how to do that.
so
Because I go through
anyway,
all the settings to figure it out, and then can't figure it out, and then I want to throw my computer across the room.
yeah, I need somebody with knowledge on here walking me through it, and that's hard because usually people with knowledge are busy doing other things with their own
Hmm.
channels. So anyway, I'm gonna say see you all later. God bless. Stay safe and stay awesome. Because you know what? Each and every one of you is awesome. And I thank you so much for giving me your time. I do.
Hmm.
And we'll see you next time. Hope you like the background music. If that was a good touch, let me know. If it wasn't, let me know that too. So I know what works for you and what doesn't. And God bless. Stay awesome.
Bye, everybody.
Everybody. Bye, Sandy. Talk to you later.